Hi, welcome back to Math with me, Marisol Lopez, your second grade math virtual content specialist. Think of me as your teacher's helper. In this unit, we will continue learning about measurement. Are you ready to get started? This is the question that we will be answering today. How can you show your work when solving problems with measurement? Let's look at an example from one of this week's lessons. Read it with me. Compare the shin measurements of students on the chart below. You measure your shin from the top of your foot to the bottom of your knee. Then they have a table. It says name, Susan, length of shin, 8 inches, Juan, 11 inches, James, 14 inches, Sarah, 10 inches, Jessica, 9 inches. Now here are the questions. What is the difference between the longest and shortest shins? Write a number sentence to show the difference between the two lengths. Use any strategy to solve. First things first, when we see the word difference, it usually means to subtract. We already know that we're going to write a subtraction equation. Next, we have to look at the table on the left to see which shin length is the longest and which is the shortest. Those are the two numbers that we are comparing. I can see that James has the longest shin length. His shin is 14 inches long. And then I see that Susan has the shortest shin length. Her shin is 8 inches long. All right, now we can write our subtraction equation. I am going to write the equation underneath the second question, since it says write a number sentence to show the difference between the two lengths. This is my number sentence. 14 inches minus 8 inches equals 6 inches. Notice that I included the letters IN after each number in the number sentence. In math, and especially when you are solving equations involving measurement, it is extremely important to include the units. You must indicate if you're working with inches, centimeters, feet, or yards. I also figured out the difference by drawing a tape diagram with the number 14 on the bottom, and then I wrote in the number 8, and after that I counted up from the number 8 to the number 14, and I discovered that 8 is 6 numbers away from 14. So here we have 14 inches. Part of that is 8 inches. The other part was 6 inches. That was the part we were missing. And lastly, do not forget to answer the question. So the question at the top, what is the difference? The difference between the longest and shortest shin lengths is 6 inches. Answer the question in sentence form. Let's look at another example from this week's lesson. Read the instructions with me. Benjamin measures his forearm and records the length as 15 inches. Then he measures his upper arm and realizes it's the same. So forearm measurement counts from the tip of your longest finger to your elbow, and upper arm measurement from your elbow to the top of your shoulder. The questions are, how long is one of Benjamin's arms? And what is the total length of both of Benjamin's arms? I'm going to give you 30 seconds to try to figure out the answer to both of these questions, and then we'll compare our responses. You may begin. All right, time's up. So let's go back to the question. The first question is asking us, what is the length of one of Benjamin's arms? We know from the word problem that Benjamin's forearm measures 15 inches and Benjamin's upper arm also measures 15 inches. I can write a number sentence for that problem that looks like this. 15 inches plus 15 inches equals, we don't know yet what the sum is. Notice that I included the letters IN for inches. As I mentioned earlier, it is very important to include the units when dealing with measurement. I already know that 15 plus 15 equals 30. Therefore, one of Benjamin's arms is equal to 30 inches. Now let's look at the second question. What is the total length of both of Benjamin's arms? Let's analyze the work of this student below. So this student also drew a tape diagram, and each one of these parts is 15 inches, the 4 rectangles, but they join 2 and 2 together to make 30 inches plus 30 inches. And then at the bottom, they wrote the total length of both Benjamin's arms is 60 inches. Wow, mathematician, you did an amazing job showing your work when solving problems involving measurement. Don't forget to save your work to show it to your teacher. Keep up the great work, mathematician. Until next time, bye-bye.